Do you think about now, like afterlife, and were you raised Catholic?
Yeah, and I went every single week, and I totally believed it and everything. Mm-hmm. And then as I got older, and I just sort of understood that there was just sort of one point of view was sort of put on me.
Yeah.
And then like all of the shit that they were saying didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There's, oh, God loves everybody, blah, 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 and all this type of shit. But like, you just saw the racism, and then they had things about gay people, and then what all religions have is this sort of thing. God loves us. He loves everybody, but he loes us the most, and we're right.
Right.
Well, once I found out, I just sort of realized that there was an element of bullshit to all religions. I then also kind of come to a point of like, well, then because of their bullshit, maybe they took something away from me. This spirituality thing, this thing that you feel, this connection that you feel, like, I'm talking when you connect with somebody, you're making them laugh, you're making them feel so good that they make you feel good.
Yeah.
And that feeling of when you do something bad and you feel bad. Yeah. Oh God, I'm a piece of shit. I hate myself. Versus how you feel when there's definitely a right and wrong out there.
Yeah.
And I saw this thing one time on this thing, fractal geometry. Now I'm not good at math at all. And this guy fucking blew my mind, where this guy was flying in an airplane and he was looking down and he saw repeated patterns. Where I would just look out and be like, all right, we're over the desert, we're getting close to it. He saw repeated patterns, and he just started analyzing nature. And he literally, like a tree, the shape of the tree, the trunk, the branches and all that, he would then go look at the leaf. It's the same shape going into the DNA of this tree. And then somehow it all came down to the number 3. That everything was a thing of 3s, and he would show it. I mean, it was like some fucking Rain Man shit.
Yeah,
and I started reading more about this, and how like there's these scientists where a lot of their trajectory was because they were so logical that, like, organized religion was like Santa Claus for adults. And then they would just keep getting answers and answers and answers until they would just get to something so fucking mind-boggling that you couldn't comprehend it.
Yeah.
That it would actually send them back to believing that there was something else.
Something that created that order.
Well, yeah, and then like meditating, where you can get to the point where you start to feel like you're leaving your body and floating like this. Definitely. Yeah. So now I'm to a place now where I feel like if there's something none of us know what it is, and there's a big business on of acting like you know what it is, from a tarot card reader,
right,
to an organized religion. So I feel like those people took something from all of us by trying to organize and turn this, your spirituality. If I do something good, I feel good. If I do something bad, like they took that from everybody and turned it into this Ponzi scheme. Right. I now have this weird view of, I now don't know what happens, but I feel like collectively as human beings, we've gone the Walmart route as always with it. Turned it into some sort of business thing, and that something has been taken from all of us, including the people that will profit off of it. So,
but you still have moments you feel.
So I have no answers.
Yeah, good.
So I don't know.
All right, these are really quick. When you text, what's your most commonly used emoji? Would you say?
Somebody asked me that today. Thumbs up, and thumbs down.
Oh, really?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. That's
no
it.
Kidding.
That's just the perfect thing.
Simple, yeah. Yeah, and
we're gonna eat tonight at 8. Thumbs up. Did you see what so and so said? Thumbs down.
Yeah. Okay. If you could be a professional athlete, what sport would you play?
I think I'd be a hockey player. Mm-hmm. And I would want to be that guy. I would want to be like the
enforcer.
No, but the guy who would also score 50 goals. He could beat the shit out of you or score goals. Or the captaincy. You'd want to be like, those guys are like heroes.
If you could have one snack food for the rest of your life, what's your go-to snack food?
Oh, can I get a sugar and a salt?
Oh, yeah.
I'd say Oreo cookies.
Uh-huh.
And this is Fritos.
Yeah.
With Pringles, there was a sort of a salt quarterback controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pringles could maybe take the Fritos. I really enjoy...
That's fine. We were just talking about Oreos.
But Fritos are that's my shit. Fritos is, that takes me back. There's a line in the sand. There's with that sort of junk food. Like after me was the Dorito generation. Dorito and Pepsi.
Yeah.
When they tried to brand my generation the Pepsi generation, it's like, no, we're not.
What's soda?
Coke.
Oh, okay.
Coke. That's like
I thought they came around.
That's like Grey Goose versus Belvedere vodka.
Oh, really?
Like Grey Goose is so fucking smooth. It's like and Pepsi's sweeter. It's just like I always needed that. Like I want to feel like I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I like booze that has more of a bite to it. It's just a different preference.
Bourbon, right? You like bourbon?
Yeah, like Coke. When you drink Coke, you know it takes rust off of metal.
You can feel.
Well, yeah,
it.
when you drink Pepsi, you're like, I don't know. This might be healthy.
Yeah, you can feel your enamel, your tooth enamel.
But I also am, and I am in root beer. Although I've drank so much of it lately, because in the last year, because I stopped drinking booze, that I've almost now ruined root beer. I need to take a break from it.
I'm surprised.
It used to be such a special thing because, first of all, not a lot of people have it.
Yeah,
it's a real old man thing.
Yeah,
you got to be like 50 or older to be a root beer guy.
I love root beer, but you're so you were pretty like weight conscious. You were conscious that you were eating right, and you were
but I eat really well now. I eat really well, and I don't fucking drink. I smoke too many cigars.
God, that's amazing. You don't smoke weed. You don't smoke weed.
Depends on who I'm around. If they're around and I just had like a fucking bad couple of days or something like that. But like I don't like it because, that's it's a real novice sort of industry now.
Yeah.
And while it's totally changed and everybody's just like, okay, just take, bite a little corner of this and you're just going to feel good. And all of a sudden you just start, whoa, like how high is this going to go? Yeah. And the next day you're like, dude, what the fuck? And then always like, dude, I didn't say that. I told you to eat. It's like, no, you didn't. You don't know what you have. Yeah. And there's all these people who are getting into fucking the weed business who aren't real true pot smokers. Yeah. They're just going because they're seeing like, oh, this is entrepreneurs. This is a boom. Yeah. Oh, comedy's big. I'm going to open a comedy club. I don't even know who Jerry Lewis is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a real... and then there's also, I think it's so fucked with that it's actually like all those properties where it makes you feel good, and you have to really watch out. Like I feel like it's almost like buying meat, where was this from a cow that ate another cow? Is this grass fed? I feel like weed is getting like that, where there's probably a pressure to have like the most potent type of thing. And now micromanaged. Yeah, now once you got like actual like Mr. White's working on it, and they're gonna make sort of the blue weed. And we don't know. It's like vaping. Like who knows what's going on? You know? Is that stuff good? Is it bad? Are people pissed that they took a big chunk of the smoker market, and that's just bullshit, like they did with the Suzuki Samurai. And they said, it tips over and kids burn to death. And you found out later that came from
no kidding.
Chrysler, because they made the Jeep and it was kicking the shit out of them. It was a cheap, fun Jeep.
Oh my God.
It's not easy to say.
Cheap, fun Jeep.
Cheap, fun Jeep.